Hey, B2B marketers, we've all been there, right? Sitting in that super stressful meeting where leadership is basically demanding a massive shot in the arm for the pipeline. And oh yeah, they need it yesterday. It's a painful reality. But forcing rapid demand gen onto completely cold accounts, it almost never works. So today, we're bringing you a brand new explainer on 10 incredibly powerful account-based marketing tactics. These are pulled straight from an awesome breakdown by Brandon over on the Ad Conversion channel. We're going to show you how to stop just swimming with the sharks and start actually hunting the big whales. All right, let's dive right into this playbook. Today we're covering 1. True ABM, hunting whales. 2. Building the account dossier. 3. Nailing the so what. 4. Smart execution and testing. And finally, 5. The CFO test. Let's get to it.
Section 1. True ABM, hunting whales. We're starting with the foundational mindset shift you absolutely need to hunt massive enterprise accounts. Because true ABM, it is highly strategic. It's not just running targeted ads. It literally requires a fundamental shift in how you view your timeline and your targets.
Think about it like this. Just blasting out demo ads to cold accounts is a recipe for failure. Standard aggressive demand gen is kind of like asking someone to marry you on the very first date. You're asking for a massive commitment, a demo, from an account that doesn't even know your name yet. True ABM, though, that is the long game. It's a dating process. You've got to start with education, let them get a feel for who you are, and really build that engagement way before you ever pop the question and ask for a meeting. Now you might be thinking, okay, but playing the long game means I need huge, expensive software, right? Nope. That's a huge roadblock people hit. If you're sweating over software costs, you need to start what we call scrappy ABM. The whole goal here is just to get a minimum viable product off the ground. Prove the concept. Get some early traction to show your CFO before you ask for tens of thousands of dollars and get locked into some rigid 12-month contract. You absolutely do not need fancy tech to get this going. Moving to Section 2, building the account dossier. Once you're committed to playing the long game and acting scrappy, you're going to need a solid system to collect intelligence. You really need to figure out what your prospects actually care about. So how does this actually work across your organization? Well, step 1, a prospect engages with your stuff. Maybe they read a specific blog post or click a targeted ad. Then, in step 2, you, the marketer, log that exact activity into an account dossier. And finally, step 3, you hand that golden intelligence right over to your sales team. Now, when sales reaches out, it isn't some cold, generic email. They can zero in and hammer home highly personalized pain points, all because they know exactly what that account was just researching. It's pretty brilliant. Remember how I said you don't need a massive tech stack for this? It's true. You can actually gather this dossier data using LinkedIn's native demographic reporting to see which companies are seeing your ads. But here is a wildly effective insider trick. If you use a third-party data connector to pull that demographic data through the LinkedIn API, you bypass the native platform's limits entirely. We're talking about uncovering hyper-granular insights with as few as 2 impressions per account. That gives your sales team incredibly precise targeting data without breaking the bank.
Section 3, nailing the so what. So we have the intelligence, right? We know what they're looking at. Now we have to nail the messaging and avoid the ultimate B2B marketing trap, just listing out your product features.
Here's the thing. Telling a prospect, hey, we'll save your engineering team 20 hours a week, honestly means absolutely nothing on its own. They might just look at you and say, great, but I'm already paying them a salary to be here, so how does that actually help me? You have to always ask, so what? What is the actual financial or career outcome for them? Are you actually saving the company hard dollars, or are you helping that specific person get a promotion because they're bringing massive value to the table? And to nail that so what, you have to matrix your messaging based on seniority. Your value proposition has to match the job title. Think about it. A C-suite executive cares about big picture growth, right? Like taking the company from 10 million to 100 million. A director, though, they care about department efficiency and strategy. But a manager, honestly, they probably just want to finish their job well, maybe get a promotion, and absolutely not have to work all night. You have to drill down and serve the exact right message to the right persona. So how do you deliver these tailored messages? You build a dynamic buffet of helpful content. To accelerate your open opportunities, go ask your sales team for the top 10 objections they constantly hear. Then run specific ads addressing those exact objections. Picture this. A prospect has a big sales call booked with you on Monday. All weekend long, they're seeing targeted LinkedIn ads that literally overcome their pricing objections, right alongside social proof campaigns building up trust. It's a super effective way to grease the wheels right before massive meeting.
All right, Section 4, Smart Execution and Testing. We've got our messaging down, so let's talk deployment. It's way too easy to get completely overwhelmed by the day-to-day grind. We need real execution hacks to scale our experiments and actually find the time to do this right.
First things first, you absolutely must block off dedicated time for ideation. I'm talking about carving out just 1 hour, maybe on a quiet Friday afternoon. Just look at your data, let your brain actually process the insights, and critically, document your experiments. And hey, you don't need complex software for this either. A simple Google Doc with a table of contents works perfectly. Documenting just ensures you're stacking up your wins instead of repeating the exact same mistakes you made 6 months ago.
And during that Friday brainstorming hour, get into the habit of asking really provocative questions, because a great question forces a great answer. If you ask your team something like, okay, what has to happen in the next 6 months in order to literally kill this company? Wow, that forces your brain totally out of its normal operational loop. It'll spark entirely new, out-of-the-box campaign ideas that you'd never think of otherwise.
Once you actually have those killer ideas, you've got to execute fast. True ABM audiences are incredibly small, which means they're going to hit ad fatigue super quickly. To fight that, you have to scale your iterations. Do not wait weeks for a graphic designer to make every minor change. Instead, ask your designer to build you robust, on-brand templates that you can just drop into Canva. That way, you, the marketer, can rapidly swap out headlines and copy and run A/B tests on the fly without bottlenecking the whole design team.
Now check out this absolutely incredible Google Ads hack from the source material. Most marketers out there are bidding on these obvious high-intent keywords, things like best learning management system, and they are paying astronomical prices, sometimes like $75 a click. But if you sit down and listen to the specific, nuanced questions your sales team gets asked, like what is an LXP versus an LMS, you can bid on those exact question keywords for literal pennies on the dollar.
And you know what? Even if the search volume for those niche questions is super low, it totally doesn't matter. If only 5 people in the world are searching for that specific question, but those 5 people are exactly your target audience, intercepting them with a really well-crafted blog post via cheap Google Ads is wildly efficient. It drives highly qualified leads right to your door and drastically lowers your cost per lead. Seriously, do not sleep on Google Ads for your ABM strategy.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 5, the CFO test. Let's step back and look at the whole picture. How do you actually determine if your company should even be investing the massive time and resources required for this level of strategic, true ABM?
A lot of the time, it just comes down to your annual contract value, or ACV. The general rule of thumb presented here is a $20,000 benchmark. If your ACV is sitting below that threshold, or if your target companies are just too small to even have multiple layers of seniority to target, well, you probably don't need a heavy, complex ABM motion. You might just need really excellent targeted demand gen instead. True ABM is a heavy lift, designed specifically for high-ticket items.
So we'll leave you with this final definitive question to test if you really need ABM. Does your contract require a CFO's signature? Think about it. If a CFO actually has to sign off on the deal, they are absolutely not going to do it for a company they've literally never heard of. You inherently need to build deep trust across multiple decision makers, from the manager level all the way up to the C-suite, and each of those people needs a completely different message. If that sounds exactly like your sales process, then this targeted, multi-threaded approach we just went over, it isn't just an option, it's a necessity. So armed with this playbook, let me ask you, are you ready to stop fishing for sharks and start hunting the whales?